Top 5 Wednesday is a group created by Ginger Zlaney on Goodreads, and you can join. If you didn't know, Top 5 Wednesday is a group on Goodreads created by Ginger Zlaney, and there's a link in the description box so that you can join and so that we can make those wonderful videos every Wednesday where we talk about top 5, our most top 5 things. So this week's topic is top 5 historical fiction books, and you have to choose your top 5 books which are set in the past, and it doesn't have to be real historical fiction. It can have some fantasy elements or things like that, and that is a big plus for me because I don't really read a lot of books that are straightforward historical fiction. So let's get started. The first book on my list, or coming in on number 5, we have Leonardo Swans by Karen Essex. This book is about Leonardo da Vinci, and I really loved that time period, and I really liked learning more about him and his work and things that he's been through. But this book is not only about Leonardo da Vinci, it is about two sisters and their rivalry and their lives. You should definitely check this book out if you really love Leonardo da Vinci and if you would like to learn more about his work and his art and things like that, his life in general. You should definitely check this book out. So coming in on number 4, we have The Last Concubine by Leslie Downer. And I read this book because my cousin recommended it to me, and she really loves reading historical fiction, and this book is set in Japan. So it was really interesting for me to read something like that because I haven't really read a lot of books that are set in Japan, and I really loved learning more about their history. Everything is so different and unique and just so different from anything that I know, and that was a really great experience to read this book. There is some romance in it, and the plot is really interesting, so it kept me going through the whole book, and I really wanted to know what would happen next. Things like that. So coming in on number 3, we have, I'm not sure how this series is called, but the first book is called A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, and I'm sure that you all know Libba Bray. She also wrote The Diviners, I'm not sure how it is pronounced, I'm sorry. English is not my first language, and I haven't read that book, but I have read A Great and Terrible Beauty and the other 2 books in the trilogy, Sweetparting and the third book. I really enjoyed these books. These books have some fantastical elements, so some supernatural elements, but the magical system in these books is really strange, but I did enjoy it. It is somehow lyrical, and you have to have a lot of imagination and things like that to think about everything and to understand everything. But I really did enjoy it. So this is a young adult historical fiction, fantasy, paranormal trilogy. You know. Coming in on number 2, we have a middle grade series which is called 7 Fabulous Wonders by Catherine Robert, and I really love this series. There are 7 books, and each of these books is about one of the 7 wonders of the world. So you could read those books separately. They don't have to be read one after another. So there are 7 books, and each of them follows different set of characters, which is great because you can read any of these books. They're all like some kind of standalones, but what connects all of these books is that they're about 7 wonders of the world. So if you really like Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Roman mythology, any kind of mythology, I would definitely suggest you to read those books. They're great. And at last, coming in on number 1, we have one series widely known on whole booktube, and that is The Infernal Devices by wonderful Cassandra Clare. and I really loved the Infernal Devices. I enjoyed that trilogy more than the Mortal Instruments. Don't hate me, but I did. It is some kind of steampunk, but it happens in the past, so it should be put on this list. I love the characters. I laughed so many times while reading this trilogy. I love the whole thing. William Herondale, James Caster's number 1 on my list. So that would be it for this Top 5 Wednesday video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, comment on my video. Tell me which books you picked for this week's topic, or which one you would pick, or if I should read any other historical fiction books, because I haven't read that many, and I know that there are probably a lot of books with wonderful historical elements set in the past, and I would really love to explore the genre even more. So if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments section, and I'll see you in some of my next videos.